show y'all what we did. It's a little two-door 86 Caprice. Give y'all a little walk around and show y'all what we did to it. All right, so here's the two-door box Chevy. I'm gonna go into detail in the video a little bit more about what we actually did, but just kind of get a lot of questions about where the stuff comes from. So the rear end in this car is just a Moser rear end. It's a custom housing. So just something to remember when you order stuff like that, or order your rear end, is offset on your wheels. You know, these wheels here are 3.5 inch back space. They're concave wheels, so you just kind of keep that in mind and get your measurements right when you order that. And you can pretty much get any brake kit for a 9 inch. They sell just about anything you can imagine. And then on the front, it's got just a wheelwood brake kit. The arms, all that stuff's basically like for a 96 style Impala or B-body. Pretty much, they don't sell a lot of stuff for Caprices. If you try to look it up for a box Chevy, you're not gonna hardly find anything, but that's actually what the arms come off of as an Impala. Brake kit, same thing, fits an Impala. It still uses the stock spindles for the Caprice, but the actual arms and stuff are for an Impala. And then we got the old rear end right here that come out of it. It's just a 7.5. We just replaced it with the 9 inch with the disc brakes. These are the factory. So that's something too to take in mind when you order your control arms. They make a set. You can buy the uppers and lowers, but I always try to get on the uppers double adjustable, just because if you do need to move the rear end side to side, it gives you a little bit of adjustability there. And then sometimes you got to get a different length if it's a custom application. If you're trying to move the wheel further back, sometimes you got to get a custom arm. So a lot of companies make the arms for them, but that's just the rear end that come out. Well, like I said, we replace it with a 9 inch. We got the Moser rear end going back in. Just got to finish narrowing up and get the brackets welded in place, get everything where we need it to be. Everything we order it apart, that way we can weld it all up and put it back together. Crazy. Could have gone all day without that information. The grinder extender.
And that's how much the wheels last on.
Alright, man. What the fuck I'm gonna do here? There's yours. The one All right, so we got the little box Chevy in here. Got the Moser 9-inch installed. What we did was remounted the coilovers. Kind of run us a bar side to side on the frame and used the same bar to tie in the anti-roll bar and the coilovers. So they're kind of in the factory location. And then what we did is use the factory style lower control arm bracket to mount the lowers. Got the upper and lower control arms installed. It's got a set of Metco lowers. It's got a set of trick chassis uppers. But that pretty much does everything for the rear end. Ran all new brake lines. Got the little flex hosers to the calipers. Alright, so we got the front wrapped up. This is probably one of the biggest front brake kits we've ever installed. It's a Willwood kit. Not too bad of an install. What you got to do is on the factory spindle, just cut this. You got to cut the factory ears off where the original caliper used to bolt on the bottom side and the top side. And then you just got to drill it, tap it to the bolts that they send in the kit. Then we got the upper and lower control arms installed. It's a QA1 kit on the upper and lowers. That went on pretty much, you know, standard. And then it's got a set of Viking coilovers on the front. And then what we did, the only other thing we really had to do, he didn't want to cut on the front. This is a low mile car. It's a really nice car. So what we did on the front to keep the fenders, when you turn the wheel from hitting without having to cut anything, we just added an extension to the original fender bracket, lengthened it a little bit, and that kind of made it to where it won't hit when you turn. Give us a little bit of clearance that we needed. That pretty much wraps the front up on everything. Alright, so there it is, finished up. Got 26s all the way around. Got the big brake kit on the front. Got all the new suspension on all the way around. Coilovers, pretty much fully adjustable everywhere. Big brake kit on the back. That's what it looks like done. All right, y'all stay tuned for the next one.